June 10, 2018, 12:08 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time. June 10, 2018, 12:08 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time. Tennis Review. ATP News. Grand Slams. English, French Open. Rafael Nadal, ATP World Tour. Dominic Thiem for the 11th time. Rafael Nadal was crowned French Open champion after a 6-4, 6-3, 6-2 win over Dominic Thiem on court Philippe Chatrier. Rafael Nadal's remarkable Roland Garros reign continued as the world number one clinched an 11th French Open title with a straight sets win over Dominic Thiem on Sunday. Thiem is the only man to have beaten Nadal on clay over the past two seasons, including a surprise victory in the Madrid Open quarter-finals last month, but there was no repeat shock on court Philippe Chatrier as the top seed prevailed 6-4, 6-3, 6-2. Nadal's latest triumph in Paris sees him join Margaret Court, who dominated the Australian Open in the 1960s and 70s, as the only player to win 11 singles titles at one Grand Slam. By contrast, Thiem was competing in his maiden major final, and although he matched his illustrious opponent for large parts of the opening set, he crumbled at the crunch and never really regained his poise. Nadal has not lost at Roland Garros when taking the first set, and that record did not look like coming under threat as he continually rebuffed Thiem's attempts to make inroads into his serve, taking the second courtesy of an early break. Thiem's fighting spirit was evident in abundance. He continued to put pressure on Nadal through his return game, while consistently scrapping to stave off perilous positions on his own serve, but ultimately the Spaniard's quality and, often, his sheer force of will, won the day. Nadal appeared to be suffering with cramp in his left arm early in the third, but even that discomfort could not derail him as the King of Clay extended his scarcely believable French Open win-loss record to 86-2, further underlining his status as the greatest of all time on the red dirt. It never gets old, does it, at Rafael Nadal? The King of Clay captures his 11th Roland Garros title 6-4, 6-3, 6-2. Rianena Rete Rafa, 11 e-titer pour l'Espanol ici à Roland Garros at Sun 57 e-titer sur terre battue. https://t.co/xp28fro671pic.twitter.com/uzi4tisik. Roland Garros. At Roland Garros, June 10, 2018, in his 24th Grand Slam final, Nadal immediately looked comfortable in familiar surroundings and broke at the first time of asking as Thiem sent a backhand long and then dumped a forehand into the net. The Austrian won just 1 point in falling 2-0 behind, but got back on serve immediately, courtesy of 2 pinpoint forehands, and 3 rescued breakpoints over games 4 and 6 were further evidence of his growing confidence. However, at the most inopportune of moments, Thiem's composure deserted him as a succession of unforced errors, including a simple volley into the net and a routine forehand long, handed Nadal a break to love in the opening set. The Spaniard was quick to hammer home his advantage at the start of the second, converting his 5th break point of a lengthy game as Thiem's usually trusty backhand let him down. A deft drop shot earned Thiem the opportunity to break back at 4-2 as the 7th seed strived to find a chink in the armor, but Nadal quickly found a response and got the better of a spectacular rally en route to a big hold. The second set was wrapped up as Thiem sent a backhand into the tram lines, but the Austrian refused to capitulate and managed to save 4 break chances in the opening game of the third. Beginning to take flight, at Rafael Nadal takes a 2-sets-to-love lead over Thiem. 2-0 pour Nadal, qui continued composer son rythme et sa puissance. L'Espanol n'est plus qu'un en cette deuxième sacre ici à Roland Garros. Although Nadal subsequently received treatment on his forearm, it seemingly had little adverse effect, and, after a second break of serve, his 11th triumph was secured at the 5th time of asking when Thiem sent a return long.